Aloha everyone, welcome. My name is Candace and I'm delighted to be guiding you through today's prenatal flow for sciatica, for back pain relief, for anything that you might be feeling in your body that you're ready to move through and feel better. Today's flow is great for all trimesters of pregnancy and also beneficial for someone who's not pregnant who just wants a really nice, gentle, nourishing, and yummy, relaxing yoga class. So for today's class, please grab 2 pillows. I've got 2 pillows here, or if you have a bolster, you can use that. A nice blanket and a couple of blocks. Blocks can help us a lot with a little bit of extra support during our practice. If you don't have blocks, you can stack books, and you don't need them at all if you don't have that. So I want to start today's class with cards, something that we don't usually do, but it's something that I do a lot in my own personal practice, so I wanted to share with you. A girlfriend of mine just gifted me a new deck. It's called Moonology Oracle Cards by Yasmin Boland. And I'll be pulling from this deck today. And I love pulling a card in the morning or when I'm journaling or before my own practice, just to take a moment to tune in with the guidance that's available and see if there's a message that wants to come through for me for the day. And I find that it's usually very resonant. So today I'm gonna pull a card for all of us. And hopefully this is something that speaks to you. I invite you to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And we'll just see what comes of it. Wow, so we pulled the full moon eclipse card. It says conclusions are within reach. And pick up a little book and see what it says. And I flipped right to it. How about that? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing is now what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that this is the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. Attuned to the moon. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card. Doors which slam shut Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Appropriate. We're just about to enter our practice. Seed control and let events unfold. Seed control and let events unfold. The teaching. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. That's a pretty deep card. So I'm gonna let that just sink in for you. And I know I personally am inviting healing for all of my shadow work. I've done a lot of it in years past, and I am open and ready to continue. So let's dive into our practice for today. I invite you to bring maybe some hot tea or some water nearby, especially if you're pregnant. Make sure you're staying hydrated. And we'll start with our pillows. You can stack 1 or 2 pillows right in the middle of your mat. And then we're going to sit on the front edge of the pillow so that the hips are just starting to tilt. Pelvis is tilting just slightly, and we can level our hips higher than our knees here. And if it's comfortable for you, come to a cross-legged position. If that doesn't feel good, you're welcome to lie flat or take any position that feels good for you. We'll start by closing the eyes. Let your hands come to face down on the knees, and inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, soften them, roll back down. Okay. Inhale again, shoulders come up towards the ears. Exhale, rolling back and down, softening. And once more, inhale, shoulders shrug up. Exhale, relax down. Good. This time, keep the shoulders back and down. Keep your eyes closed. Start to focus your awareness on your heart as you continue with your deep breaths in and out through your nose. Feel your body softening and just tuning into your heart space. Notice how your heart feels this morning, this afternoon, this evening. Noticing if there are any emotions there, any feelings that you maybe weren't aware of before you sat down and just looked inside of yourself. And keep the steady breath in and out through the nose. Let your awareness start to scan from the heart, opening outward, scanning through your entire body. Notice how your body feels today. Are there places that feel tight or tense? Places that are speaking to you? Can you start to breathe into those areas now? And perhaps you feel the body softening, relaxing. Good. And bring your awareness now to your mind. Well, just taking note of what the mind is doing in this moment. Perhaps you're thinking of many different things. Maybe the mind is still, like calm waters in the ocean. Maybe there are many, many thoughts and the mind jumps from one to the next. See if you can just notice without any attachment or any judgment of what you find. Not needing it to be different, but simply taking note of what is. 3 nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. And keeping the eyes closed, let's inhale. Take the hands away from the body with the palms spread wide, fingers spread wide, and the palms facing up. And then start to lift your palms up over your head. Good. On your exhale, press the palms together and draw them slowly down to your heart center. Again, inhaling, arms rise up, spread the fingers wide. Nice deep breath in, and exhale, hands come down to the heart center. Let's do one more breath like this, drinking in all the prana, the life force energy, Good. Exhale, hands come down to the heart center. This time, keeping the eyes closed. Keep the hands right here at your heart and let your thumbs press right against your sternum. And set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps there's something that you would like to cultivate, something that you're welcoming in or letting go of. Maybe an inspiration from the card we pulled. Maybe there's some shadow work that's desiring to be worked through in this process. Maybe you're just wanting to focus on the pain that you're feeling in your body, relieving the low back, the middle back, any sciatic pain. Or just cultivating and creating space for what's to come, a beautiful future, new beginnings. Whatever your intention may be, hold it in your heart now. Beautiful. And deep breath in. Inhale, lift through the heart. On the exhale, softly bow your chin down. Fingers can come up to the third eye. Just bowing to yourself in gratitude for creating this time and space for yourself. Inhale, let the hands come back down to the earth. We'll take them back onto the knees, actually. You can softly blink your eyes open. And we'll start with a little seated cat-cow to gently warm into the spine. So on the inhale, roll your shoulders back and lift through the heart. Let your heart come forward and the chin lift slightly. Exhale, we're going to round the shoulders forward, chin to chest. Good. Inhale, shoulders roll back. And exhale, rounding forward. Beautiful. A few more times at your own pace, but see if you can slow down the movement. Just gently warming up into the spine. And inhaling, we're going to come back to center and we'll start to take some nice big circles here. Good. I'm just circling the energy. Breathing in and breathing out. And exhaling, we'll take the opposite direction. Feel the heart drawing forward, to the side, back and around. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Let's take the hands up towards the sky. Reach through the fingertips. See if you can really get long through your side body here. And then exhale, let the right hand come down toward the earth. Press the palm flat. You can bend into your right elbow as you gently tip over to the right side. Good. Let the heart open up. Chin can gently lift up towards the sky and ground that left hip back down toward the earth here. Enjoying the stretch in the side line of your body. It doesn't need to be a deep stretch. Perhaps you're coming down toward the earth, or perhaps you're lifted and you're barely moving at all. Just enough to feel that stretch there, and then to start to breathe into the sensation. On your exhale, lift back up, and we'll switch sides. Left hand comes down. Inhale, reach through the right arm. Exhale, crawling left fingertips. Bending over to the opposite side. Go ahead and spiral the heart open up towards the heavens as you reach. Rounding that right hip back down toward the earth. Beautiful. Once more on either side. Right hand comes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, opposite side. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back to center. Change the crossing of your ankles. So the opposite ankle comes on top or in front. Beautiful. Inhale, take the hands out in front of you, interlace the fingers and press them out away from you. So starting to get some opening between our shoulder blades here. Let your shoulders relax and soften down. Close your eyes if you like and take 3 nice deep breaths right into the space behind your heart. If this feels tight or tense, you can bend the elbows, let the hands come closer to your body, and see where you can relax here. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. As you're ready, inhale, press the palms forward, and then let the hands come up overhead. Good. Nice big opening through the armpit for the sides of the body, and also for the forearms here. I love this stretch. If this feels like too much, you can always bend the elbows. 3 nice deep breaths. Maybe there is an audible sigh here, just to let some of the extra energy go. Breathing in through the nose, exhale to sigh out. Beautiful. And then release your fingers, make fists with the hands, and start to roll those fists all the way back down. Good, let them come in front of you. Relax the hands, and then we're just gonna kind of puppy dog. I don't know why I call this puppy dog, but it's like a little puppy dog, like hold me kind of movement. When there's a dog climbing up and down your lap. So we'll puppy dog the wrists forward just to relax and move some energy and tension out. So one thing that I love to do is self-massage, and I do a lot of self-massage in my yoga practice. So we're gonna use our right hand on our left forearm. Go ahead and take hold of your forearm and use your thumb to just gently press into the forearm and start to work the tension out of your own arm. Imagine that. Massaging yourself, helping yourself to feel good at any time, always available. And maybe you flip to the other side of the arm, work the wrists. Notice how your hand feels, your fingers, just checking in with your own body and sending some love into your joints, all parts of your body right now. Good. I really like to run my thumb up and down the forearm. Beautiful. Good, and we'll just brush it off, brush the energy back to the earth. We'll do the opposite side, so using the left hand, left thumb on the right forearm. Start to just gently press into the forearm. Maybe you can use a little bit more pressure here. See what feels good for you. Also get a sense of which hand you're using more. I'm right-handed, so I definitely feel this one. Good, and you can close your eyes and notice what's happened with your breathing. Keep breathing in and out through your nose, cultivating those soft, gentle inhalations and exhalations. Maybe taking the other side, exploring what it's like to massage the wrist, the palms, the fingers, moving the tension and energy out. Beautiful. And we'll just wipe that energy down, send it back into the earth. Good. Beautiful, yogis. Let's find our way onto our hands and knees. You can take your pillows out and push them aside. This is where a blanket can be really handy for a little extra support underneath the knees. Good. And coming into tabletop pose, we'll find some more love for the spine and the back body. So start by taking your wrists right underneath your shoulders and spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure that your knees are stacked underneath your hips. Good. Press down into the earth with a nice neutral spine. On your inhale, let your belly drop. Let the heart open forward. Your gaze can come forward. And then exhale, press into the palms to round the spine. Chin comes to chest. Good. Inhaling, roll the shoulders back. Blossom the heart forward. And exhale, rounding. You're welcome to close your eyes here if it feels good for you. And maybe staying with this motion, noticing how the upper back, middle back, low back feels, or maybe starting to find a little free flow in your movements. So that could be starting to circle through the hips, even through the shoulders, bending the elbows slightly, or maybe creating a figure 8 movement, snake-like movement with the spine. Good. Maybe that means slithering through a little bit of a cobra pose, if that's healthy for you, or drawing back into child's pose, but moving slowly and with awareness of how your body feels. Perhaps the body feels really tight. When the body's tight, micro movements can do so much. So let yourself move gently and breathe into the sensations that you feel. Good. And moving in the opposite direction if you need to. Beautiful. And coming back to our tabletop, we'll find our way into puppy pose. So this is one of my favorite postures to start to open into the back region. We're going to walk the hands forward and let the heart come down toward the earth. Good. The hips stay lifted. The hips stay right where they are here. Your third eye can rest on the earth. Beautiful. Hands can keep reaching. Some of you will feel better with fingertips coming onto the earth and the palms tented. Some of you might rest the elbows down and take praying puppy with prayer hands behind the head. And see if you can let your heart keep dropping here. Let the belly be nice and relaxed. Send the breath from your crown all the way down to your back body and all the way out through the feet. 2 more nice deep breaths here. Good. Exhale, hands can come softly down to the earth. We'll start to crawl, walk the fingertips back up towards the body. Beautiful. Taking some circles in between, circling through the hips and the shoulders in one direction and the other. Nice. Finding our thread the needle pose, some more love for the back body. Inhale, take the hands up towards the sky, look up toward the fingertips, and then exhale. Thread the right arm underneath the left. Good, your left arm will come forward in front of you. Let your head just relax down onto the earth. So again, the hips are lifted high. The heart is softening down toward Mother Earth. Good. It might feel good to keep this left hand extended, or some of you might reach it up towards the sky behind you, letting the back of the left palm come onto the lower back region, maybe even crawling left fingertips to the inside of the right thigh. Where is your happy place? Maybe the hand feels best back on the ground. Find the place that's right for you and know that it might be different from the place that felt good yesterday. It might be different from what I'm doing, and that's appropriate. That's okay. Our bodies are different, and our bodies are changing constantly and talking to us in different ways each day. So just honor where you're at today and be honest with yourself. Be gentle and loving with your movements. 2 more nice deep breaths. Maybe an audible sigh to release any extra energy that you're holding on to. Good, let it go. Inhale, softly find your way back to center. We'll take the opposite side. So left arm swoops up, looking up towards left fingertips. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Left ear comes down onto the mat. Reaching that right hand out in front. Feel the opening in the armpit as the heart softens down. Relax your toes, relax your ankles. Deepen your breath. Either staying here or taking any variation with that right arm. Maybe it reaches behind you in the back of the right palm. Comes to the lower back area, just sending some love into your low back now. Maybe fingers come to the inside of the left thigh.
wherever's appropriate for you on this side. 2 more nice deep breaths. And exhale, softly coming back up onto your hands and knees. Good. Preparing for one gentle downward facing dog for transition. So we're going to ground through the palms, curl the back toes under, lift through the hips, press the earth away. Keep your knees bent here and let your feet stay wide. Good. And if it feels good, you might gently straighten the legs and bend them. You might pedal them back and forth. Head is nice and relaxed here. Beautiful. And softly start to walk your feet up towards your hands. Let's take the feet wider than the mat. Good. Beautiful. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to rise all the way up. Let the hands come out alongside your body. And then exhale, press the palms together. Good. Hands to heart center. And step your feet together. Go ahead and take a moment just to move your blanket if you have it on your mat now. Beautiful. And we'll come to face the long side of our mats. Let's step the legs nice and wide. Hands can come onto the hips. Beautiful. And the toes are pointing forward. Let's inhale, take the hands out away from the body. Take them all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Good. Inhaling once more. Exhaling, hands to heart. And inhaling, lift up. Good. This time on the exhale, we're going to gently start to take the hands with the palms facing down toward the earth and let the chest start to draw forward. Keep your chin lifted. Good. Coming all the way down for a nice stretch into the back of our hamstrings. See if you can slightly pigeon toe the feet. So the heels are coming out a little bit wider, toes coming in, pointing forward. And then let your head relax and just drop and hang heavy. If you need a little bit more height here, it can be supportive to grab a block. Use your block. Good. Start to roll the weight forward into the big toes. Send your breath into the back line of the body. Some love for your hamstrings. Beautiful. Move your block out of the way. On your inhale, start to walk your hands over to the left foot and let your left foot face forward. Good. We're going to roll onto the ball of the back foot and then let the back knee come down. Beautiful. Top of the foot rests on the mat. Inhale, rise up. Hands can come to the knee. So setting up for our lunge pose here. We'll start with the hands on the hips, and we want to level the hips so that we're making sure the left hip isn't higher than the right. Both hips in one line. Good. And from here, let yourself just start to sink forward. So coming into our lunge pose. The hips are dropping just a little bit, whatever feels good for you. This is another place where we can utilize our blocks for some extra support. So you can dry your blocks near if you have them, or books. Good. And from hands on hips, we're going to take the hands either down to the earth or maybe using the support of the blocks. Now with the blocks, you've got two settings. You have the long and then the tall. So depending on the height that you're looking for today. Good. Nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath. And exhale, start to push into the front foot to straighten the front leg. Flex and point through the front toes. Let your head drop down. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. So now we're breathing into the back line of the left leg. You should feel a nice deep stretch there. Send your breath into the back of that leg. Good. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then exhale softly, gently. Start to press back, forward. Let your hands come to the inside of the left foot. Heel toe that left foot nice and wide, so to the outer edge of the mat. Ground through the palms and see if you can sit even deeper. Good. You might roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Lizard pose. And gently rocking from side to side here. Beautiful. Exhale, slide the foot back. Coming back to tabletop for hip circles in between. And circling in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And taking a down dog for a gentle transition. Keep the knees bent, press into the earth. Beautiful. Walk the feet up towards the hands. Find your wide-legged stance once more. Inhaling to lift halfway. Exhaling to fold forward, enjoying that wide-legged forward fold, breathing into the hamstrings. Inhaling to lift halfway. Exhaling, walking the hands over toward the right foot faces forward. Good, dropping down into that back knee. Maybe drawing the blocks close for some extra support, and as you're ready, coming up with the hands on the knee. So making sure that the front knee is stacked right over the front ankle. Hands to the hips to level through the hips, so drawing two hips in one line. Good, inhaling, nice long spine here. And then exhale as you're ready. Let yourself start to sit deeper into your lunge. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, maybe using the support of the blocks. Lifting up and out of the crown. Good. And sending the breath all the way from the heart down into the hips, out through your feet. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, pressing into the earth or the blocks to start to move back into Ardha Hanumanasana. Half splits pose. Flex through the ball and heel of the front foot and point those toes. So we're flointing, flexing and pointing. Good. Breathing into the back leg of that front leg. Breathing into the back side of your front leg here. Good. Just letting yourself relax. Enjoying the gentle stretch here. Beautiful. As you're ready, you can start to bend back into the front knee. Take the blocks out of the way. Hands can come to the inside of the right foot. And we're going to heel toe that right foot to the outer edge of the mat. Maybe rolling to the outer edge of the right foot. Rounding through the palms. Good. Some of you might enjoy the support of your blocks here. It's up to you. Some of you might even be able to come down onto forearms. Definitely not me today. Just enjoying where your body's at. Where can you meet yourself? And deepen into your breath. Maybe gently rocking back and forth. If something doesn't feel good, please don't do it. Always honor your body. Listen to your body. You can always back off or take child's pose if you need a moment to rest and relax. Good. Inhaling, pressing into the hands will heel toe the foot back. Good. Sliding it back. Coming to our hands and knees for some nice hip circles. Exhale, opposite direction. Beautiful. Taking a downward facing dog here. Pedaling through the feet, moving the energy through. Good. Let your right foot come right in the center here. And then left foot will inhale up and behind you. Good. Stretching through the toes. And then place the left foot down. Inhale, right foot comes up and behind. Look in between your hands. Take a big step with the right foot. Pivot all the way on the back foot. Let's windmill the arms up for a warrior two pose. So make sure that the heel of the front foot bisects the arch of the back foot and two hips are in one line. Let yourself sit deeper into your warrior. Let the arms reach out at shoulders height. Take your gaze out over your front and middle fingertips. Good. See if you can create one line of energy from your crown down through your belly button, and all the way down to the earth. Feel your strength here. Good. Let's turn the palms to face open up towards the sky and consider your receptivity here. What are you receiving? What are you welcoming in? Back hand to back thigh. Draw a rainbow across the sky for reverse warriors. You reach back behind you. Feel the stretch in the right side body. One more nice deep breath. Good. And then exhale. Come back to center. We're going to straighten into the front leg. Let the back hip shift back as you lean forward, reaching. Exhaling into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So here, it can also be supportive to have your block nearby. We're going to let the hand come down. Right hand comes down to the earth or onto your block. And inhale, left arm reaches for the sky. Good. Stacking wrists over shoulder, over fingertips. Maybe the gaze is coming up. Maybe that feels strong for the neck and the gaze wants to come down. It's a little bit more energizing to look up here and more calming and grounding, cooling to look down. So find what's right for you. Deep inhale, breath on the exhale. Let's reach that top arm straight over the head. So it's coming over the left ear. Nice deep breath. Triangle's a wonderful posture to realign the body and to support the low back, to strengthen, and to relieve anything that you might be experiencing that's other than wonderful. Let's allow these bodies to feel great. Inhale. We're going to take that left hand onto the left hip. Start to find your way up for reverse triangle pose. So left hand slides down, reach back behind you with the right hand. Beautiful. Exhale. Hands will come down to the earth to frame the foot, spinning on the back toes. Step it back, wide-legged downward facing dog, again with bent knees, pressing into the palms. Nice deep breath. Exhale, let the heart soften down. Maybe walking it out if it feels good for you. Beautiful. Left foot comes to the center of the mat. Inhale, right foot extends back behind you. Three-legged down dog. Deep breath. Exhale, replacing that foot. Right foot comes down. Inhale, left leg goes back. Beautiful. Look up towards your hands. Take a big step with that left foot. Pivot all the way on the back foot. Windmill the arms up. Finding our strong warrior two. Hands on the hips, making sure that the heel of the front foot bisects the arch of the back foot. Good. Two hips in one line and sit nice and deep into your posture, or don't sit deep. Find the place that's right for you. Feel the strength in your legs and the strength in your arms as they reach out at shoulders height. Good. Turn the palms to face up. Let the elbows bend and feel your shoulders just melt down away from your ears here. Nice strong back leg. See if you can bring life to the inner arches of both feet here. Feel that radiant energy pulsing through your body. Sending love to the baby in your belly or to your creative energy. Good. Back hand to back thigh. Draw a rainbow across the sky. Rainbow warrior, reverse warrior. Reaching back behind you. See if you can slow down the breath. Exhale, coming back to warrior. Straighten into the front leg. Let the back hip shift back as you lean forward. And then exhale, windmill the arms for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Maybe discovering your block for a little extra support here. Stacking your top wrist over top shoulder, over bottom shoulder, bottom wrist. Good. Keep the heart spiraling open, but let the gaze come to a comfortable place. Maybe straight ahead, maybe down at the earth, maybe looking up for a more energizing posture. And then send life, force, energy out through your fingertips. Radiant energy. Let the fingertips be strong here. Beautiful. Press into the feet to lift, to come all the way up. Back hand to back thigh. Reach back behind you. Reverse triangle. Nice deep breath. Beautiful work, yogis. We're going to wind it down now. Exhaling. Windmill the arms down. To frame the foot, coming high on the back toes. Let's step the back foot forward to meet the front. Hips can come, heels will come nice and wide. We're going to heel toe the feet together. As you're ready, you can set your block up for Malasana squat pose. Exhaling, let yourself come right down onto your block. The knees will be in line with the toes here. The hands can come to the heart center. So this is a variation of our squat. We can do squat with or without the block. It's nice to have the extra support sometimes. Inhale, lift through the heart. Notice your breath. Let your breathing come to normal. Close your eyes. Remember your intention. Remember why you came here, what it is that you're cultivating, welcoming in, releasing out. Shadows you're addressing, space that you're creating. Beautiful. And softly allow your hands to come behind you. You can remove the block. Let yourself come all the way down onto the ground. Let's come onto our backs. So lying on your back may or may not feel great for you today, depending on where you're at. Mamas, be honest with your body. If you need to, you can always skip this posture and lie on the side and take deep breathing instead. For those who feel good here, let's bring the legs, the feet as wide as the mat, and let's let the knees just draw in toward one another. Good. Relax the shoulders down. Hand on one belly, hand on your belly, and other hand on your heart. Good. And just breathing into the low back region here. Feeling the back body soften. Maybe feeling your baby kicking in your belly, like mine is right now. And then as you're ready, let's find our way into our happy baby pose. So the knees can draw in close to the body. The feet are gonna come up towards the sky and the knees will come in wider than the belly, wider than the body. Let your hands come onto your shins and just feel the knees drawing down toward the earth. Flex through the ball and heel of both feet. It's almost like you're balancing a table on top of you. Feet are flat here. Some of you might have space to reach for the outer edges of your feet. Maybe gentle rock back and forth if that feels good for you. If you've been lying on your side, we're going to meet you in just a few moments so you can stay with your breath. Adjust as you need. Maybe taking a pillow between your legs for extra comfort. Beautiful. And releasing the feet, let them come down. Everybody start to make your way on to one side. From side lying, we're going to press up to seated. Good. Butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. So I live in Hawaii, and there are some really amazing butterflies here. And I love to evoke the energy of the butterfly in my yoga practice, just to remember how powerful it is to go through the process of transformation, right? The butterfly starts out as a caterpillar and wraps into this tight little cocoon where it's dark and it's sometimes challenging or feels tight, but then eventually emerges with these beautiful wings, like full transformation. And I've experienced this cycle again and again and again in my life, and I realize that we are so much like butterflies and meant to allow ourselves to be in our cocoon and then to hold space for that transformation and find peace in the darkness, knowing that we too will blossom. So wherever you're at in your pregnancy, however you've been feeling in your life, if you're in a dark space and dealing with shadow, I invite you to really embrace that space and to know that this is part of your beautiful transformation, and that soon too you will blossom out and shine. So for butterfly, we'll bring the feet together, the soles of the feet come together, and then you can just kind of let them open up like you're reading a good book. So pinky toes stay touching and the thumbs come apart. Good. And then I like to take my hands onto my ankles as I inhale to create length along the spine. Let your crown reach up towards the heavens. Good. And then exhaling, send the knees down toward the earth. And see where you can relax completely into this posture. Maybe imagining where you're at in this process. Are you the caterpillar? Are you wrapped tightly in your cocoon? Are you emerging, finding your wings, flying freely? We'll let the knees just flap like butterfly wings. And consider what color your wings might be. Your beautiful butterfly wings. Beautiful. And just allowing the air and the wind to carry you for a moment now as you fly freely. 2 more deep breaths here, sending the breath down into the hips, keeping that length along your spine. Exhale, slowing down your wings, allowing yourself to come back to stillness. Good. Extend the legs out in front of you. Flex through your balls of your feet. Take the hands back behind you, and then just let the feet move back and forth, windshield wipers. And maybe bounce the knees up and down. Nice big breath. Beautiful. Beautiful, everyone. We're going to come into our final posture for today's practice, which is Shavasana. And you're welcome to take your Shavasana lying flat on your back.
At this point in my pregnancy, it feels best for me to lie on my side. So I invite you to do that as well. Set yourself up for comfort. If it's cold where you are, you might take the blanket on top of you. Good. Perhaps there's a pillow under your head and between your legs. Looks like we're going back to bed. Beautiful. And as you get nice and cozy here, if you're lying flat, really allow your body to sink down into the earth. Let the feet splay open wider than the hips. Let the hands be relaxed alongside the body with the palms facing up, and close your eyes. And if you're lying on your side, let your hand come onto your belly. Just tuning into the energy of this sweet soul growing within you. My baby's moving a lot. Not sure if there's one or two in there, but I guess we'll know in a few months. And just closing your eyes, allow your breathing to return to normal. Let go of what's happened this last 40 minutes or so. Let go of any attachment to the practice or any thoughts. See if you can just start to scan through. Notice how you feel here. And invite in a deep sense of relaxation and surrender. Knowing that you are being held by Mother Earth right now. Feel the way she supports your body. Allowing any residual tension or stress to simply melt out of the body, back down into the earth. They say the earth takes our pain and our sorrows, and she uses it to grow flowers. It's like compost. She grows beauty with all of it. So just surrendering that energy and enjoying these next couple of minutes, silence and serenity. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like to. When you're ready, slowly, gently, bring your awareness back into your body, deepening your breathing pattern, noticing your surroundings, the sounds around you, the feel of the air in your skin. Gently starting to open the eyes, press your way up
into a comfortable seated position, maybe seeking the support of your blankets, of your pillows, or your blanket underneath your hips. Finding a nice long spine, allowing the crown to reach towards the heavens. The sits bones to ground into the earth. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Namaste, prayer hands. We'll close the eyes once more and take this moment in gratitude. We give thanks for this beautiful day we've been given, this breath of life, and the opportunity that we've all taken to nourish ourselves, to be with our body and our breath, and to create yoga, union of the mind, body, and spirit. Remember your intention. Very gently take your hands to your third eye, bowing in gratitude. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for creating the time and space for you today and for enjoying this practice with me. It's my pleasure to be here with you, and thank you so much for coming to my channel, for doing this yoga practice. If you like this flow, you might enjoy some of my other prenatal classes and yoga flows, so please check them out. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please be sure to hit subscribe and the bell to be notified when I post more. I'm posting every Wednesday, and I share a lot around health, wellness, happiness, postpartum care, motherhood, organic living, prenatal care, and natural fertility is also my specialty. So I wish you all the blessings and love, and thank you so much for taking this time. You can visit me on Instagram at Yoga Girl Hawaii and check out my website, earthrisingwellness.com, for more information, resources, or to book a session with me. Many blessings and gratitude to you all. Oh, and if you get a chance, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this yoga practice, how it felt in your body, how many weeks pregnant are you, how's your pregnancy going? Do you have any questions or anything that I might support you with? Please drop it in the comments below, and I'm here to serve and really excited to get to know you all better through this platform. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Many blessings. Aloha.